Hello everyone, from this tutorial video onward, I would like to discuss optics, which is a study of how light behaves and also how it interacts with other objects. Although, by its technical/literal definition, a light is an electromagnetic wave that behaves like a wave in some circumstances. We can make the simplifying assumption that a light moves in a straight line path, or a ray, that can be represented with a vector, as this is true for the majority of the circumstances a light is in. In particular, the ray model of light is useful to estimate its interaction with solid objects, such as when it reflects. So, we will investigate reflection in this video, as it is the most simplest type of light interaction with a solid. Since we have made the assumption that light travels in straight line paths away from any source that is emitting it, we can use this path to estimate what would happen when it hits objects that are not emitting the light. In particular, the law of reflection states that when a ray of light hits a surface, it will always bounce back at 180 degrees, and the angle of the ray coming in is exactly equal to the angle of the ray coming out, if and only if we are measuring the angles relative to a line perpendicular to a point on the surface. This law of reflection works nicely for smooth surfaces such as eyeglass pieces, but the rays would not follow such a neat, exact, uniform answer if they were to hit a rougher surface. Instead, on the close-up or microscopic level, the light would reflect in all different directions from the ridges of the rough texture. And in more technical terms, you will hear that a scattered light is called diffused as well, as we established earlier that diffusion means spreading out. This scattering of light is what allows you to see an object with a rough surface, such as a paper, at any angle, whereas the image formed on something like eyeglasses or a mirror would only work at a particular angle. Like so. Pay close attention to my face. And notice how the reflection only happens when I look directly at the screen. Some surfaces are in a bizarre gray area between being perfectly smooth and perfectly rough, such as the water on the surface of a lake at night. As such, it will still reflect the moonlight in a smooth manner, as the water surface is mostly smooth, but it does have some unevenness to it as well, so as a result, the light will spread out on the reflection, instead of being a perfectly smooth reflection. Now that I've explained how solid objects reflect light, both perfectly smooth ones, perfectly hard ones, and surfaces that are a mixture in between, I can move on to teaching the other common type of light interacting with solids, which is known as refraction, and is the technical term for when light bends its path. Don't forget to subscribe if you found this video informative, and make sure to see other tutorial videos, and follow me on either Facebook or Twitter for more content.